I had a hat and everything on earlier. I had to get that shit out. Them hats starting to make my head sweat.
The hats. Well, it'll be cooled off in a minute because it's about to be cold
I'm
outside.
telling you. I got some cute stuff I'm gonna be wearing.
For real. On the show. You see, I got my
Mhm.
little boxes. I'll wait for you to go. All right, go ahead.
All right, y'all. So we live with Beauty Talk Radio with my girl Shani D. We are back on Sunday, October the 4th. As y'all see, we is consistent, so don't start talking shit.
Exactly. We've been doing that thing.
We've been doing the thing lately. So
Hmm.
look, Shani, I got to ask you now.
Okay. Shoot.
Do you know who Jaguar Wright is?
I do know who she is. I don't know who she is from a like a personal, like I know all her whole background, but from what I can guess, she was back in the days doing the Common and Mary J. Blige and doing those days. Then was she a songwriter?
She was a part of that group, The Roots.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Roots. Okay.
And this bitch, when I say she is batshit crazy,
Hey.
let me tell you, at first when she came out and said that Common stuck his dick in her mouth,
Yeah.
that was one thing. I said, okay, maybe she not lying.
Mm-hmm.
Came out and said Tevin Campbell was prostituting for drugs.
Right.
And then she came out and said that Mary J. Blige is a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch, she got story after story. I don't know what's true and what ain't true. She may be telling the truth, may not be, but there is no way in hell.
She also talked about Diddy.
I
Um,
believe whatever it is with him.
she did come. The only person
Well,
who
no, I like
actually,
Diddy.
hmm,
I was gonna say I believe whatever it is with Diddy, but no, never mind.
yeah. Well, the thing is, nobody has came back and even responded to her except for Summer Walker. So nobody has responded to what she's saying. I feel like when you talk about the entertainment business, Hollywood and stuff like that, I feel like it's probably a whole lot of stuff going on that we don't really know about. And you know, it's been so long now. I feel like she just speaking on. She just feel like, look, fuck it. I mean, it's we in a pandemic. It really feel like the world about to come to an end. So shit, let me just go ahead on and get this off my chest. Speaking of that, I wanted to bring up the fact that Patty LaBelle did an interview. I think she did the interview. She did it with Andy Cohen. And was it Andy Cohen? Because you know I'm always saying something wrong on here. Yeah,
What?
interview was. I think the interview was with Andy Cohen, and she spoke on Luther Vandross and his sexuality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people came forth and they voiced their opinion that they felt like it was because Patty and Luther were so close that she shouldn't have spoke on it. But I think it's wrong for someone else to come. She didn't speak on it while he was alive. Everybody said that he didn't want his mother to know,
Yeah.
because she would be hurt behind the whole situation. But don't, when these people get older and a certain age, like don't tell them, what I'm saying, what to say and what not to say. I don't think these people who's coming, I don't think they have the right. I think she spoke on it because she felt like it was something that needed to be put to rest. It was something that needed to be out there. She felt like it couldn't harm him.
But the only part I disagree on, it wasn't her place to tell because he still got family that's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
And it's and if the family didn't tell it, who are you to tell it? You feel what
Well,
I'm saying?
that's true. But maybe that was something on her heart that she just didn't want to go to her
I
grave
get
with.
it.
Like
I get it. Yeah.
I think the reason why, and the only reason why I always try to look at the positive side of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was very successful. You know what I'm saying? He was loved by many. Everybody had their
Yeah.
speculations about them. We really living in a day and time where so many people feel like they got to go to their grave in a closet, for so
Mhm.
many different reasons. So I really feel like her sharing that was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like for this man, you know what I'm saying, who was so successful, to go to his grave or something like that. Like who wants to live and die with a secret? You can't even be yourself.
I think she did. I don't think she intentionally meant it to be that way.
Right.
The way she answered it, because when he asked, she said we talked about it, and she said he just didn't want to hurt his fans, and then the mom and stuff like that, which I totally get. A lot of people blew it. I was half and half with that one. With Jaguar, the reason it's annoying is because why now? You ain't gaining nothing from it. Nobody's responding to you, except Summer Walker. It's like, what's the purpose of all this?
Why not now?
I mean, it's not her situation. I can see if you talking about something that happened to you. You're
I
saying
mean,
what
we're
I
in
look
a
like. What I look like,
world.
throwing Shannon. That's like me right now sitting out on a chair. If I was famous on the chair, talking about, well, in high school, these two girls got caught. One was sucking each other pussy lips, and then back then in college, these two boys were smoking. What's the purpose of that? That's not my situation.
Well,
Like,
this is a little different than you're talking about everyday people and you're talking about celebrities. Like when you're talking about, so it's like it's a big deal. I just don't like the fact that when stuff get out about celebrities, it's such a big deal. This it happens every day. They're just like regular people. Like so that's I don't want to put them on a pedestal where it's we can't say nothing about this person or we can't say it or we even say something with. It's all about the way the people we know because we know each other well that we're not that type of we're not that type. We're not going to talk about anything. We don't care. But I mean, hey, maybe
but she
that's her
got to realize what
personality.
she's saying. The accusation. Here's the thing: you ain't got no proof. All you got is what you remember.
Right.
Somebody take you to court. You know how stupid you done defamed so many people character and you accusing certain people of prostitution and stuff. You can go to jail. That's why
Well,
Amber.
only if it's false.
But how you gonna prove it? All she can say is, "Well, I remember it was a time." Okay, so you got proof from 20 years ago that Carmen stuck his dick in your mouth.
Well, none of this stuff we don't have proof about nothing is
That's
being
what I'm
said.
saying. That's why I said
We
she got to
just
be
go
careful.
for it. That's just I mean, you know.
That's why I'm saying. Like Tevin Campbell told her, "You gonna regret saying that."
Why?
Because he's taking her to court. Because you done defame. You saying
She don't care.
you prostituted, because she ain't got nothing anyway. But
True. Yeah. I mean, I agree, but I just feel like we're just in a day and time where people just with the celebrities. It's like I mean, like you put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? You want to put
not the
all
lies
you want to
though.
put all your your everything that's glamorous. You want to put it in the spotlight, but then certain things you don't. You know.
Yeah, but not the lies though. You can tell the truth now, but you can't just go out here just spreading the lie now.
Well, what's the one thing other than the situation with Summer Walker? What's the one thing that someone came out and said that it was a lie? Other than Tevin Campbell, I didn't even know he spoke out. I didn't know it. Of
No,
course,
he
something
did.
like that.
He did. And a few celebrities wrote back and said, "Don't respond to her. We all know she's crazy. This is what she's known for." So that's why
Yeah.
I'm responding to her.
Okay. Well,
But
maybe
him,
she's
he's
a
like, no.
lunatic.
He said she gonna learn by speaking on him and his brand. And I get it because it's his life. You got to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't. But me personally, I probably would if I knew the bitch was fool. You knew we all got them foolios back then. I'd be like,
Don't even respond. Right.
gang, we're
Yeah.
doing it. But
I'm sorry. I'm responding. I'm responding. If I wasn't a
you
prostitute
tell me
or
I'm
something like
responding.
that, I'm responding. I feel like it's certain things that everybody get lied on. Like people
Mhm.
tell fears, like people just make up stuff, even if it's just something that they exaggerated. I feel like it's just certain things that no. If I know it's an outright complete lie, and like you said, it's going to defame my character. No, I'm coming out
That
immediately.
that's what Tevin said. If you read his slide, he said, he said, y'all can say a lot of things about me, but you ain't never gonna put no lies like this. But the thing is, like some people, like I'm different. I know you'll be like, let me straighten this shit right now. Me, I know it's a lie, so I'd be like, why am I gonna defend a lie like I'm guilty? I am not defending that shit for what? It ain't nothing for me to talk
Well,
about.
you don't have to defend it, but you can be like, just something. I don't know. You just got to say something. And just for it to be such a large group of people in the
That's
same,
true.
like,
Yeah.
circle, like, you know what I'm saying, who just decided, okay, we're all not going to say anything. I don't know.
You know, if I was common, I would have said, out of all the girls I could have stuck my dick in their mouth, I chose you. That's what
Do
we
we know
gonna
how
do.
she used? We need to start getting some pictures because we need to see how she used to look back in the day.
I did. She looked just as foolish as you do now. But let me tell you. So the next thing I want to ask you was, did you see Paris? I know you followed up like those bigger ones. Did you see Paris Hilton?
I saw Paris Hilton. Which one? I've seen a few things going on with Paris Hilton. I know she was in the Fenty fashion show.
So she came out and said that her mom and them sent her to a boarding school where she was abused. And yeah, so I got the article right here on my other screen. It's she got a documentary
You know
coming.
you can share that screen somehow, but we'll figure it out, people. We'll
I,
figure it out.
we might gotta upgrade this. I don't know.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, that's right. We're still working on the free. I think we speak about that every week. Well, we're gonna see how many people tuning in, and then we're gonna start paying that money. Look, if y'all want to advertise with us, hit us up on our Gmail.
cause we'll pay it. Look, I ain't paying it for nothing. But look, it said this. She put on here. As of Monday, the school has declined to address the allegation because she said she was abused there. But it's called the Provo Canyon School. It was sold by its previous owner in 2000. They
Mm.
they can't comment on what she's saying because they can comment on stuff that happened before them. But she said from 2002 to 2004, she had already spoke about being physically abused at the school,
Mm-hmm.
the staff and the kids and stuff. And she was just basically going against parents putting their kids in boarding schools. But
Mm-hmm.
what did it say right here? It said, for many years, many people have tried to expose this industry and tried to shed a lot of light on it, and it hasn't been able to gain traction. Someone like Paris to share this kind of story is really brave. This isn't just Probicon Canyon School. This is a multi-million-dollar industry that's been overlooked for many years. This is one of her friends that was at the school that was
Mm-hmm.
this was true, but they didn't know how to talk about it because everybody got so much money and stuff. Here's my thing though. Parents got to keep in mind what we do back home. If you get expelled, they send you to alternative school. After you get expelled out the alternative school, you just home to the next year and you done flunk. The
Mm-hmm.
the rich people sends them to the boarding school, which is supposed to be like a disciplinary type of school, I guess. But you know what I'm saying? And this is one of those ones where I'm just kind of confused where why it happened to her and when, and her parents are billionaires. You know what I'm saying? Her dad
Mm-hmm.
are the Hilton they are billionaires. So I'm confused
Yeah.
how this happened and she probably couldn't say nothing. This is why I say parents gotta be careful on how you speak to your kids, because sometimes your kids will want to tell you stuff, but they don't really know how you're gonna react. You know,
Mm-hmm. Right.
she left it. This is what she said. It's a small answer. She said the staff would tackle kids. I can tell you how many times I saw that. One incident involved an African American boy at the school during this time. A staff member woke him up at 3 a.m. because he forgot to take his meds. The kid didn't like getting woken up in the middle of the night, and the staff ended up calling the dial 9 and they tackled him. And she said, we all had to go and watch staff pin this kid down and drag him to isolation. The guy who beat him up was my boss. This was 100% instigated by staff, a bully picking a defensive little kid. I ended up quitting 2 weeks later. So
Mm.
it's just ridiculous. This is why I said these rich people be going through problems too. We think because they got money, they don't got problems. They be having more problems than us sometimes.
I don't understand how this stuff go on, and just like for real, I don't understand because first of all, I don't understand. Like I said, it's just like so much stuff to go on in Hollywood and the music industry. Because first of all, in the world that we live in, people,
Right.
well, hold on, let me take that back because I do know that a lot of people go through a lot of stuff and they don't speak out about it for a lot of different reasons. So I don't want to say everybody.
That's true. Yeah.
But for something like that, and for you to know that your parents have so much power, like where's the disconnect? Like where's the disconnect when you can't go to your mom and your dad and let them know that I'm not comfortable in this school? I don't mind going to a boarding school, but can we pick another one? Like these people supposed to be so smart and get the like I don't understand.
But the moment I think when you go to them schools, I think sometimes depending if your parents didn't believe you, because you know how some kids so rebellious,
Mm-hmm.
they got put in the boarding school. They think some parents gonna feel you gonna say anything to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? And some
Yeah, that could be the case.
listen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sometimes you just got to listen because it's gonna be that one time where your kid gonna be trying to tell you the truth and you might don't listen. Because you're
Yeah.
gonna feel all they do is lie, and all she do is she just trying to come home from that school. And I said, this is why people be trying to self-diagnose their kids from the house. You got
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't play them type games. I listen to everything my kids say, and I
oh
make
yeah.
sure that my kids are comfortable enough to come to me and tell me anything.
I know. Listen, my mom used to turn up. Everybody knew my mom used to turn up on the principal,
Yeah.
but I ain't had no problem telling her nothing because
Mm-hmm.
up there and shutting it down. But it's like you said, where's the disconnect that you could say, Mom, I'm getting jumped and abused at school? Like I'm trying to figure out what would make you not tell them. And probably I get they big. I don't know how busy her parents been. She probably felt
Mm-hmm.
like telling them. Like I don't know, but I know I would have told mine. Um
That's crazy because I just saw an interview with Paris Hilton the other day, and she was actually saying how she was speaking like she was very well spoken. She wasn't speaking like
She, oh,
God.
you saw that? She said that was a character.
Yes.
She said
Yes.
she always was smart. And I said, you know what? If you go back, Kim Kardashian has said that before. On
Yep.
They played a clip right on Instagram and said, and where Kim was like, they say she's such a dumb blonde. And Kim's like, she's really not like a dumb blonde.
That she said that was just a facade that she's been putting on the whole
Mm-hmm.
time. She's very smart, educated, businesswoman. Like and she was just sitting there having a regular conversation, and I was like, "This is so crazy."
That's
I
not the
mean,
one I
it's
remember.
besides the fact that the whole time Kim Kardashian was going to school to be a lawyer, and no one knew it. So crazy.
But you know what? You see, speaking of lawyer, congrats. I just want to throw in there right quick. Congrats to Walker, who graduated with his doctorate degree today.
Oh, congratulations to Waka Flocka. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got a doctorate in philanthropy. So that's
Okay. So let me ask you a question. I know this is a crazy question, and a lot of people wouldn't answer it because they'll feel like, oh, I want to fill it up. How many years do you have to go to college to get a doctorate?
It depends on what you're going for and how slow you're going. So
Okay.
that is about a good 8.
So you mean to tell me Waka Flocka been going to school for the past 8 years? Oh my God, that is so wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful.
He got his masters and stuff. So once you got that, it only take a few years after because you.
That's good. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Bachelor's, like 6
and
years
I think
that,
we can really see the shift. And probably when he started, it was kind of when he got away from Gucci. I remember seeing a Breakfast Club interview with Waka Flocka a long time ago, and it was just like he was a totally different person. I was just like, okay.
You know what they're gonna have to give me?
What?
One of the ones they give Queen Latifah, they're gonna have to give me an honorary doctorate. I'm not going back to school.
I know it's crazy. It's a lot. Okay, but let me ask you a question. I want to ask you, have you ever been in this situation before? Okay. Have you ever been in a situation when you was out having a good time, with close friend and maybe some new friends, but and you just got so drunk because you were so comfortable, you was just having a good time, whatever. You got so drunk and you don't remember what happened the night before.
Mm-hmm.
You can only you remember bits and pieces, but time and time can go by and you might see little spots here and there what happened, but honestly, you do not freaking know what happened. Is that possible?
I had one time, and I can't year, but this is when I was in Jacksonville, and me and Patrick went, and I got so drunk at the club. I remember going to the club, and I don't remember what happened at the club. When we woke up the next day, they talking about I was kissing on people.
See, yeah.
And I said, now y'all know I don't kiss in the club. They said that's why we was shocked. We was look at me. So I said, I don't know what happened. I remember throwing up and all, but I do. It's like a blackout period. That was like years ago though in Jackson.
Years ago, and you do know you're not the type of person to just go out and get fucked up on a regular basis.
That's why I was like,
so it was just like, but if a person go out and get fucked up on a regular basis, how often you think it happened to them?
A lot.
Okay, so now I want to segue into the Tory Lanez and the Meg Thee Stallion situation. Right? Okay, so we do know that it's like this situation is like an entanglement on steroids, right?
Right. That's a good analogy. Yeah, you're right.
It is, because you have this secret relationship that was supposed to be going on with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Yeah, I did not know about, so I got it.
And no one knew about, because all of this, everything that we're saying here, that everybody is speculating about, is allegedly,
Yeah, right.
So allegedly, they had a relationship going on that not even Kelsey knew about, because I guess she was kind of, I don't want to say she was embarrassed, but she wasn't ready for everybody to know about their relationship yet. Okay, so they're saying that somehow maybe Kelsey and Tory hooked up. So that's just the rumor. This the rumor just going around. Is a complete rumor mill. I'm sure you've heard all types of stories. This is one of them. Okay. Then they're saying that at the party that they went to, which was at Kylie Jenner's house, that he was attracted to Kylie Jenner. So he was kind of like,
Now, he admitted that in his song. So we alleged on that. He admitted that
part. And everything. So what they're saying is This is what they're saying, that when Kelsey finally speaks, it's going to come out. The word on the street is, people, and I feel like this is possible. The word on the street is Megan don't know what happened that night. Said
Because
Megan
she
was
was drunk.
so drunk that she honestly don't remember what happened that night.
So that's why we've been waiting on Kelsey to tell what happened.
Right.
Okay.
Tori's really not going to come out and say, for whatever reason. But one thing we do know is this man hasn't been locked up or charged yet. With shooting her, with attempted murder or malicious wounding or just anything that has to do with actually wounding her.
You know, he's doing this smart, because don't incriminate yourself. Be quiet.
Right.
Let this shit fade, and then
because my thing is, I can look on a person's face and tell when they're trying to be honest as they can. Like, you can look when I,
but
like,
they don't remember.
Yeah, but she just don't remember. Like, there's no way possible. I don't know, but I'm just saying, this girl, for you just gonna lose your best friend over this one? Like, what happened?
You said, you made a good point to think of. Now that you made that point, I'm thinking for Tori, for you to be mad at Tori and for your best friend to be mad at you. There, you right. There's something in there that happened that you just don't remember because you fucked up. And but she said it was 4 people in the car.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to Kelsey speak, because what I think happened is this.
Okay. Now this is just our,
This is just our opinion.
Yes.
This just our.
Everybody can have one.
So I think that she was already mad nights before that he was flirting. Got over that, and after she saw him flirting with Kelsey, and got upset while she was drunk and started acting crazy in the car. And Tori carried his little guns or whatever, and I think she was trying to grab the gun herself and to get it back from her big drunk ass, and that's what I think.
Now, they did say, allegedly, they did say that he did not just shoot her like pow, pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? Dance, whatever.
I don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe that part.
And I do, but they said it was a tussle. Like it was all of them. Like, he was just trying to get the gun away. I don't know what happened, but to me, that sounds more sensible. Like, I honestly think, deep down in my soul, I think Megan don't know what happened that night. I think she got so drunk. Everybody says that Megan has a drinking problem. That's not allegedly. Everybody says. I'm not saying she has one, but people say that Megan drinks a lot. She gets.
Here's my thing, though.
I've seen her on live toe up, and I've seen her friends telling her, "That's enough, calm down." She still kept going. So I've seen her out of control.
This is the only part, though. And I don't know if it's negligence on the hospital or what, but if she the hospital fucked up with bullet wounds, they would have tested her to see if she was intoxicated. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're not gonna do all that because of the way it happened. She said.
Well, she said somebody shot her.
She didn't know.
Somebody shot her. She smelled like alcohol. They're not gonna test nothing. That don't make.
Did not. She thought that she initially said that she thought she stepped on some glass or something like that. They told her that she was shot. She didn't tell them. She was still acting like she was shot. Like, what? I was shot. What? Like, and let's just keep in mind, people still saying that they don't even know if she was actually shot in her foot. They think it was some fragments or something like that. And also, listen, I act like I'm.
Well, did you see that?
But he was tested for gunpowder and he tested negative, right?
Yeah, I would say, you see the hospital said. Remember, the hospital put out. If you read the hospital report, they said when she said glass, they said they seen bullets on the X-ray, so she absolutely was. So that whole theory had to go out.
They said fragments. They never did.
No. Go on TMZ. Okay. Look at the report. I had to show.
A bullet was in each of her feet.
I had to send it to She Got, so they was reading the first report.
I know I probably said it, but just think about this. If a bullet was in each of your feet, why would you out at the club partying? You had to
that was stupid.
With one boot on your leg. Not 2 boots, but 1 boot. But you was shot in both feet. How would you shot? I just don't get it.
Here's my thing.
Because I've never been shot, so I don't know how I feel.
No, I don't want to be shot.
You might can recover. Like I said, the only thing I had on my feet was on my feet was a tattoo, and it set me down for 2 weeks.
She said on Saturday Night Live last night,
Mm-hmm.
protect black women. And here's my thing, because I had to stand corrected with Storm Monroe when
Mm-hmm.
it was just little frazzle. I think it was just shells because it tripled or whatever. And he said he sent me the link to TMZ. He said, y'all not reading the report, read this. They said the bullets was in her foot. I said, granted, but
Right.
that don't mean the shit came from Tory. You know what I'm saying? To
No,
me,
that don't mean that. But
that don't
I
mean it
mean,
came.
it could have. We don't know. We're just trying to.
We're just trying to figure it out. You
Just
may.
trying to figure it out.
I'm going with your theory because I think
Yeah.
that's one. I think the bitch was so drunk she don't know what happened.
And let me tell you also another thing. Whatever you see, all this respect black women and all the every time you see her, and I know a lot of people don't want to believe it. They do want to believe that these artists just can do what they want to do. Is a lot of resilience, artists out there like a Cardi B or somebody who do what they want to do. But a majority of the time, these artists are doing what the machine behind them are telling them to do. So
Mm-hmm.
just because you see Megan get up there and do a performance and say respect, we don't know if she mean that. She could have cried right after, like, damn, I'm fucking this man life up just so I can save mine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know a damn I'm fucking this man life up because I really don't know what happened, but I
Let me
can't
ask you a question.
backpedal now. I
I gotta
can't
ask you a
backpedal
question.
now.
Well, I gotta ask you a question. Who do
Right.
you who do you believe in this? Do you believe Tory? I'm gonna ask you three questions. Okay. Just
Okay.
do you believe Tory shot her?
No. I mean, no, hold on. I don't know if Tori shot her because I don't know who finger was on the gun.
Huh?
But
Okay,
I
hold
don't think,
on.
do I think he intentionally shot her? No. If he shot her, he could have, but I do not think he intentionally shot her.
Do you think Kelsey? Do you think Kelsey is mad at her because she wants Tory?
No, I think Kelsey is mad at her because she won't tell exactly what went on, or she won't tell that she don't know what went on.
So, last question: do you feel the truth will hurt? Which, if the truth comes out, whose career you think will be hurt the most?
I don't think none of them. I
You
don't
know,
think none of them. I just think that Tory will still have his career, and I think Megan would just be a little bit embarrassed or ashamed because she had a bad moment, and I think it will blow over. If she was to tell the truth, I think she's in too deep now, because like even when she responded to him, when she actually came out and said that he shot her, she
yeah.
said she did it because he kept speaking out, but everybody knows Tory hadn't said a
Oh,
word.
and
It was
a
all
word.
people like around him or in his camp or people speaking for him. And I just feel like I felt like them tears was because I felt like somebody told her. I don't feel like none of these motherfuckers have a man of their own. Once they get to a certain point, I don't feel like they have a man of their own. I feel like they got to just keep doing what people tell them to do
I,
because they got so much money behind them. Listen, I can see those people now. Like, look, we got a lot of money tied in behind you. You better not get up there and say you don't know what happened, or you better not get up there and say he did it by mistake, or you was part of the problem.
especially what endorsements you got and shit. You gotta be careful
Yeah.
on what you. So this is my what I said. This is my theory. I think she was drunk. I think
Mm-hmm.
she grabbed at his gun out of anger. They was tussling and it went off. Now,
Yeah.
I think if that's the case, I said they need to drop whatever she trying to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing needs to be charged is the gun being unregistered, and that's it.
I
And
think that's the only thing he charged with anyway. I don't even think they
yeah,
tried for
and
nothing
he
else,
ain't went
right?
to court for that yet. Um,
Yeah.
it. And that should be it. I think it was just a common mistake. Kelsey, will you be mad at your best friend over a nigga you don't know like that? Or
And she ain't open her mouth. This girl ain't open. First of all, let me tell you, it's gonna take in order for me to not be friends with my best friend and it to be all this
that
just
shit was
first of all,
drastic.
I'm not gonna get mad at my best friend because my friend's standing on the side of the truth. First of all, that's what I'm not gonna do. If that's the case, I don't know, if maybe Chelsea shot her. I don't know what it is that got her so mad at Kelsey, but I know one thing. It's gonna take me a lot to freaking be mad at my best friend. And the only thing that I can see that she's mad at Kelsey for is because I don't know if you remember, but Chelsea's sister and her mom came out and made a statement.
Yeah.
right after the incident had happened. And I think that Megan maybe felt that Chelsea was gonna turn, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I gotta cut everybody who can implement me as being wrong. So, implicate me. I don't know, implement what the fuck. But you know what I mean. That's what I think. That's just my opinion.
No,
It's
no,
not
I get it.
factual.
I think from the beginning, I said that bitch got drunk,
Mm-hmm.
grabbed that gun, they was tussling, it went off, and
Yeah.
then Kelsey, and then when all that happened so quick, when the police and stuff got involved, Kelsey was mad because Kelsey probably told her you was getting too drunk and she ain't stopped.
Yeah.
You
After
know?
which we've all seen it before. We've seen her get drunk and Kelsey tell her to calm down. And
And
she
so I think
rah
for my
rah.
best friend not to talk to me, that's like me and Shannon famous right now. And
Mm-hmm.
off, and if I and like Shannon stopped talking to me, y'all know it's something that I did in that car.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna
saying
end, I'm gonna end the whole friendship. Like, I'm just gonna
it's
end it.
something
I
that I
think
did in that car to make us, because we've been friends forever, and like everybody knows. So if they say Shannon and Kwame ain't not talking because that car, something else went on. So
mm-hmm.
I get y'all to know her side.
And she got all these people speaking against her best friend. This girl was your friend, before you blew up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of slimy to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like, that's real freaking grimy. And for real, she look fake with everybody else who she's with. You know what I'm saying? She need to go back and get her friend back. Just like Callie need to go back and get Jordan because they look lost without, for real. She looked
You know,
lost without what's her name?
Kylie and Jordan.
Both they look lost without each other, and Megan looked lost without that child.
You know what? The
Mm-hmm.
is the reason I don't want Kylie and Jordan to be together is because Jordan was in Kylie's shadow the entire time, and that's
Yeah.
a person. So I would rather them not be around each other, and because allegedly is pregnant again by Tristan. So you made all that.
I know. But I wouldn't even care. If I had like me, I would love for my best friend to be Shannon because I wouldn't mind. I'll be her biggest hype man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'll be like Arrogant Tate and Aubrey. Yes. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that
I would be like that. I
I
wouldn't
watching
care who
them.
big my best friend up. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Like, she that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And what?
It's I think it's one of those things out of embarrassment. They was ready to cancel Jordan, but the black community said, "Not today, bitch.
Not today.
Not today, not today, bitch. No." And
Not
that's the one
today.
time I can say. Normally, I'd be like, "Black people are the worst when it comes to certain situations." That's the one
Yeah.
everybody like, "Nah, fuck that. No, it don't matter." And I'm glad that Jordan, but I did expect Jordan to do a little more. But
Yeah, I did. Oh, I did. I really
I
did.
thought that was the time, but I don't know what happened. But
She should have popped up. Hey, she should have took a note of Kim Kardashian's book and she should have started a reality show right after all that came out. Her sister,
we
her
would have been
mom.
tuned in.
Man, when I tell you, I would have rolled off their coattail. I mean, because we need a fresh new family anyway. I need the Harveys, or we need the Jordan, the Woods, or who else we got?
But you
Who
know
else?
what? I said it was gonna be the Harveys, but I saw one of the Steve Harvey got them twin girls.
Mm-hmm.
One of them did a Instagram live and said that they've been approached to do reality shows and stuff so many different times, but
Mm-hmm.
like, Steve is a different. They like their lives a bit private, and they said Lori's another one that keeps her stuff. So I don't think they ever gonna be like what we want because they're not gonna open up like that, you know.
Yeah. But I felt like it was a perfect opportunity for Jordan to just open up. Like,
Man, Shane, I'd have been on that so quick. I'd have been like, look, y'all
I
need
would
to.
have rode that wave.
I would have wrote, but it's like she just went here and back here. I was like, oh, damn.
No.
At least we know her separately now.
Right. Yeah. And that is a good thing. Girl, go and get your friend back, girl.
But look, allegedly your girl had a baby. Did you see that?
Yes, it's not allegedly because her mom actually posted it
Oh,
on
did she?
her.
Uh-huh.
She posted it on her Instagram page. Hopefully, that's her mom's real page. But yeah, she did. We don't know what the gender is yet, and we don't know the name yet. But I'm hopefully she's gonna do like this big grand reveal. You know what I'm saying? Let me just
She
say
should.
this. Can we not say? Can we give it to Nicki Minaj? Has she not had the most beautiful photos? And I don't
She,
mean
yo, she did. And I told them the other day, I saw a bunch of Barbs saying, I'm getting disappointed she's not keeping us up to date. I said, no, that girl's not gonna be stressed out with y'all shit. She's 37. She ain't
Yeah.
to be stressed out during this pregnancy with y'all
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. Y'all get what I give y'all. And I said, but that's I don't know if y'all remember I said on the podcast 2 years ago. I
Mm-hmm.
hey Nikki, life is set up. She ought to be on the Beyonce level and just give y'all what she feel like. Y'all like,
She
no,
is on the
she
Beyonce level, and that's
that's
what
why I
she
said
do.
she should do it. She should do it. This is the way she should have did it. When she started being quiet, I said that bitch is pregnant. So Nikki would have already responded. I said she got
Yeah.
ain't no way she not. And
Yeah.
I'm just happy she I'm happy she is, because she
Yeah.
deserves.
She's too rah rah, so they ain't gonna never let her live the way they let Beyonce live. Beyonce is not that snapback. You really don't get a reaction out of Beyonce about anything. But she
No,
get
it's
the
not gonna never
same
happen.
hate. Like as far as hate wise, she do get the same hate as Nicki Minaj. She just don't pay it any attention. You know what I'm saying? So
And that's what you expect because you can reply to Beyonce, you talking to yourself because you're not gonna get her to
yeah.
air video to say nothing because she don't care
Mm-hmm.
that much. But she was trained by Matthew Knowles. He told them if unless you know them personally, you can't take it personal. And
Right.
that's why all of them like that. But look,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to throw that in there for Nikki. So next one was LL Cool J versus Kanye. I don't know if you saw, but Kanye about a month ago, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
he was pissing on his Grammy award in the toilet.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And LL Cool J thought that was disrespectful, especially to those because you thought the Grammys was so high, when you got your Grammy.
Right.
So why don't you just piss on a pair of Yeezys? Because you know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
the same issue that you had with the Grammys is the same issue you should have been having with Adidas because it's the same thing. It's head,
Right.
it's the head by white people. And you
Yeah.
the Grammys. I'm like, bro, when you say you got the Grammy, you say you was at the top.
He was at the top. He was so happy and everything. Like Kanye is the type that you really can't pay much attention to what he do. I kind of feel like piss on the Grammy because Yeezy. When I think of the Yeezy situation, that's something that he created. That's his work. You know what I'm saying? He like from scratch. You know what I'm saying? From the drawing board to just putting it together. That's his work. So I can't really see him pissing on it. As far as the Grammy goes, that's just a piece of gold or with a plaque or whatever that a group of people put together to rate you on your talent, and it's not really yourself. So that's why I'm like, I can kind of feel why L Cool J would say he felt disrespectful. I mean, he felt that it was disrespectful or whatever. But at the same time, I think Kanye has his own reasons for why he did it.
Kanye, like you said, Kanye like to throw temper tantrums to get his way, and I'm glad certain people are not feeding into
And
him.
he always get it. He always gets his way every time.
And it's so sad because they look at him like like a child, and he needs to stop on these temper tantrums. But what pissed me off with him, you said it last week. You was going on all these rampages about you want your masters back because Jay-Z sold y'all album to get his masters back.
Mm-hmm.
And you still ain't gave Tiana Taylor and Big Sean and all them they masters back. And you want to get them back 50%, but you just basically signed the same deal you just had with Def Jam,
Yeah.
doing it differently. You just want control of it like they had control of yours. You're not doing.
Right.
And I thought that's why I said black people can't succeed. He like, I want my masters back. I want to give everybody 50% of their masters. No, why you can't give them their masters back like you want yours back?
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this because I don't know a lot about the masters and how it works as far as with contracts and stuff like that. I do think that when you're an artist, I think at some point you should be able to go in and renegotiate your contract. I think that should be at least after a year or two, you should be able to go back and renegotiate.
Can you hear me? Hold on. Donna said, "Did y'all see she dating Carl Anthony?" Yeah, Donna, I actually did see she dating Carl Anthony Towns. I think they're a good looking couple. I see some people's commenting on it, but I think they look good. And she do. I think it's time for her to elevate just a little bit. Because I think she had the platform to do it. I don't know why she's still like this, but she should have definitely been up there with the Kardashians. She just didn't play the cards right. But Shannon device went out. Let me make sure she good. I'll show what happened right quick. And thank y'all for tuning in. One second. Okay, you back on.
Hi, I'm sorry, you guys. I was going to wish my mom a happy birthday at the end of the broadcast, but today is my mom's birthday. So I'm getting a lot
Happy
of phone
birthday, Miss
calls
Laverne.
because I was supposed to y'all know the show was supposed to start at 7, but I was running a little late, so it was my fault. But I told everybody to video chat me in once everybody got together, so um it could be like I'm there, and when they sing happy birthday or whatever, I could be there. So I'm getting that phone call, but it's fine. I'll call them back after. They'll be gathered for a little bit, so no worries.
You sure? Oh, so we can wrap it up in a minute because we only got two
No,
more.
nope, 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 nope. We're
You good?
fine.
Okay. So what I
Mm-hmm.
was um when he said Kanye was like he wanted 100% of his masters back to give them back 50% of theirs. I'm like, oh, so you to take control of theirs like they had control of yours. But you say you had a question
Right.
with the masters. What happened with the masters?
No, I was like, how does that work? When you initially sign a contract, do you give up the rights to your masters? Because if
What's
you
in your contract? Yeah, you gotta talk what's in your contract and see. A lot of them sign a percent. They because I think honestly they should get a percentage of it so they can make money. But you're not getting all the masters. You will get like if I get 70, you can get a good 30. You know what I'm saying?
okay, but look, if I'm an artist and I sign with you, and I tell, and in that contract it says that I'm giving up the rights to my masters, then why is he wrong if he offered them back 50%? Doesn't that seem like he's doing them a favor if they sign all of it away?
So then, therefore, he should leave Universal alone then, because you signed the same contract.
True,
So you
true.
should
Yeah,
leave
I
Universal
understand. Yeah, I
because
understand
you
what you're saying.
signed because
Yeah,
you signed it,
it's
giving it
like a
away,
double
and
standard. Like he wants. Yeah, I understand. Okay.
but the sad part is, I think a lot of them give it up because they see those big advances, like on the contracts it'll say, "I give you a $5 million advance, you know,
Mm-hmm.
a car, and then for 3 albums and da 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 da," and then they don't know like if you don't do well, you got to pay that 5 million back. They're only giving you that 5 million up front because they want to make sure that you're gonna have to. They can make that back from you. You know what I'm saying? And then in there, it does take away your masters for most of them, and then that's why
Mm-hmm.
Chance the Rapper and all of them and Kendrick Lamar they only sign distribution deals. Like you can
Okay.
distribute my work and get a percentage of what you distributing, but I own my own shit. But
Right.
I don't like it. I'm not signing.
They
That's why.
need. I just think that initially these artists need to sign like a renegotiation clause somewhere in their
Mm-hmm.
because who's to say you're going to make the company that much money. You know what I'm saying? So and then if you don't, it's like okay, whatever. But
Because Diddy
maybe
don't
they
do
should just
nothing.
go in if they know how important masters are. I think at this point, everybody knows the importance of owning your own master. So why would you go into a situation signing it
They still
away?
they still don't know. And you know why they don't know? Because they think they hot and they'll make that money on these shows and this and
Yeah.
where it need to be. Only thing you living off of is your masters of your work. And if you ain't got that, now that's when you want it back. And
Mm-hmm.
like Diddy, who Diddy's gonna get a here's my thing. Diddy, Birdman, all of them, I totally get it. Y'all want a percentage of it? It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The money behind me, you can get a percentage. You're not getting all of it. And like you
Right.
in mind, I'll say I want in 3 years, I want to renegotiate this deal.
Mm-hmm.
But by then they probably just drop your ass anyway. But
Right.
just to have it. But I don't like you said, I don't know how people sign deals like that. Like what that amount of money shouldn't go through your head. This is why you gotta align your finances before you get there.
Yeah.
Money
That's true.
shouldn't excite you. As soon as you see, oh my God, 5 million, da da da, and then you got to pay all that money back when you don't do well.
Yeah.
But I don't. These people are crazy. But the last subject I got was for Nene. I want your opinion on this because you're a woman. Now, our family was raised differently,
Mm-hmm.
so our women don't really cry like that.
Mm-hmm.
We express the women express emotions, but we express it in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Nene was on the Tamron Hall show, and they was asking about the discrimination and all that, which why she's not back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she was
Mm-hmm.
her behind off about why she's being treated unfairly.
Mm-hmm.
I want you, just from you being us being watchers and fans, what's your opinion on it before I get? Cause mine's a little bit more harsher, so I want to just see.
I would probably be crying because I ain't gonna lie, I cried at the drop of a dime. Like I just think about shit and I just cry. But as far as that situation goes, I think Nene just I would, if I was her, because I know it's so much emotion behind it, because I know it ain't no doubt in my mind that she was done wrong in comparison to others. Now I don't know if she was just done wrong, period. But in comparison to others, like from other Real Housewife franchises, I do feel like she was done kind of dirty. I feel like she brought a lot to the table.
In
I feel
what
like,
way?
huh?
You feel you were done dirty in what way?
I feel like as far as pay wise, as far as not being given a chance to have her own show, you
She
know.
did. She had a wedding spinoff.
No, I'm talking about like a tardy to the party. Let's just jump like, what I'm saying, she's uncomfortable with the ladies. Nene has been uncomfortable with these ladies for a while now.
Yeah.
And the show knows this. When Kim was uncomfortable filming with the ladies, she got a new show. Why can't Nene get the same thing? Because you feel like she can't bring, the ratings or whatever? No, it doesn't matter. The thing is, you have a person who's uncomfortable in her situation. Why are you not doing her like you do the other ladies? Why can't she have a Nene rules? Like, I don't know. Make up something for her the way you did everybody else.
So I had to look it up. I'm glad you said it. So this is my opinion. I had to look that up.
Okay.
She was blaming Andy, but what she don't understand is Andy is not the executive producer of Tardy for the Party.
Right.
Don't know that. He's executive producer of the Housewives franchise only. He's
Right.
the producer of Vanderpump. He just hosts their reunions. So I had to look it up and see. So what it is was this. Like Wendy Williams said, and people try to attack me on the blog the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy Williams said, what we gonna watch on Nene's spinoff? Her and Greg, that's boring. What are we gonna see? Her going to do this, that's boring.
Mm-hmm.
What will we have seen? What are we gonna see her do?
I really didn't see in the beginning, and I can't really say because I'm not a Tardy for the Party fan. I think I maybe watched like the first season when I think Candy was involved because they was working on that song. That's like the only
Yeah, yeah.
season I watched. At the time, I really couldn't see the reason why we would want to watch Kim. I didn't see the reason why we want to see Lisa, the Vanderpumps in her business. You can't see it until it's done. You know what I'm saying? So
So
I
we
don't know. I really can't say. Nene would just have to bring it. Nene would just have to bring it because a lot of stuff. I think Nene has a lot of interesting stuff that's going on in her life, but she would have to be willing to bring that to the forefront in order for us to want to see it. I didn't see what Kim had going on that we would want to even pay up. Like, what was it? What did
I
Kim
can
have
tell you,
going on that was so interesting other than Big Papa? That she didn't even bring Big Papa to the
no,
forefront. So,
I'm telling y'all, this is what it was. So I'm gonna just say for Nene right quick. But her wedding spinoff was cool. I actually liked the wedding spinoff with her bridesmaids and all that.
right.
It was cool. Nene is that when you give her an inch and she'll take a foot. Like she just thinks she's big top shit when you
I,
get.
I can agree. I
Yeah,
can agree with that.
you can't.
I agree
You
100%.
wouldn't be able to tell her shit if she had her own
Yeah,
show.
I do. I
Kim,
agree.
when
Yeah.
Kim had her wedding spinoff, that wedding, them white people fell in love with that wedding spinoff because the family drama and stuff with Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Kim when she met Croy, she had a new husband, new babies.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything was popping off of Kim, so they gave her a spinoff to see how it was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Exact same ratings as Housewives. So
Well,
what
they need to do the same thing for Nene.
they gave her a wedding spinoff, and then guess what? There was
Right.
a follow up from there. You got married, great, and now you back on Housewives. Kim wasn't going
Right.
to Housewives, you know.
Yeah, but she went back one time too. But after she was
She
so
was over
difficult to
it.
work with, which I don't even know if Nene was half as difficult. They said Nene would
Mm-mm.
like.
I doubt it.
They said Kim would come there with Croy everywhere she went and would stay for 5 minutes, then leave. They said she was very difficult, and they was willing to work with her. And I know that Andy is not the what you say, he's not the producer or something.
Executive producer,
He's
yeah,
not the executive
Bravo.
producer, but still, I agree with Nene. One thing I just want to bring to the forefront that we would not know who Andy was if it wasn't for Nene.
Okay, so let me say this. I told them that, like she said, they only knew you because of me. Here's my thing. I had to tell somebody said that's not true. Real Housewives of
We
Orange.
know who he was. We know he was in the background, but I'm just saying
No,
him
no, no.
being a household name.
That's what I said. I told them. I said I was arguing with the people in the comments. I said
Mhm.
the white people knew who Andy was when Real Housewives of Orange County popped off because of Vicky.
Mhm.
Black people knew Andy when Nene started going on his show. Remember?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I said that. I said we did. I said so she didn't lie about that. That's the only reason we knew Andy. That was
Yep.
a lie.
And
And
like and also I don't know if I think you might have spoke on this last week, but it would not be for none of the shows. It would not be a
a
reunion
reunion
show,
at all.
and it would not be what's the name of Andy's show?
March
What's
Madness
happening
Live.
live? It would not be a show. That was actually a show that Nene wanted to do. She brought to the table, and Andy just felt like he wanted to do that was something that he wanted to do. So if Andy hadn't took her idea and set in that spot and doing what's happening, maybe she would have a show
I told them.
because that was her idea, and he
I
just said,
said, I said y'all got to go back. Real Housewives of Orange County was on for 2 seasons.
mm-hmm.
Sorry, 3 seasons before Housewives of Atlanta, the second spinoff even popped off. And
Yep.
they never had no reunion, like a setup. They used to just go to Andy's show and just
Yeah.
about it. Nene said after filming wrapped up, Kim was doing all them interviews, talking crap, and they had
Yep.
that fight at Target. And so she said, I told Andy I want to have a sit down with Kim. And she said, once he said, well, let's do it at my show. She said, no, I want a reunion style show because I need to confront her about some stuff. So
Mm-hmm. I'm
he
sorry,
did it.
y'all just fixing my
He said once he did it, he said that was the highest rated episode versus all the spinoffs. Like had like 3 million at that time. So then every franchise started getting reviews. So them things
Mhm.
been a thing without Nene,
I
which
think
I
she
do.
need to try to get when you think of something is your idea. It's called what is it? Intellectual properties. They need to pay her for coming up with the idea for the reunions, and
I
they need
agree.
to pay her to come up for coming up with what's happening live. Pay her for her intellectual properties. That's what she needs to go
Donna
for.
said we all know that. Listen, we all know. Listen, we all know. And I told them I hate that. This is me. After season 3, Nene went on Celebrity Apprentice and blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came back to the show, she didn't want to film with them girls.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want nothing to do with him. And Andy asked her, like, you keep saying they always saying stuff, but you don't want to be around them. You know what I'm saying? Like once she came back from Celebrity Apprentice, you could not tell her she wasn't a star.
Yeah. Yeah, we all know that
She
season.
was rich,
I'm
bitch,
rich,
and
bitch. Yeah.
she was rich, bitch, and you couldn't tell Nene nothing. So I think, to me, when Sheree put Karma on Twitter last week, only reason I say it came back and get you because you just thought that you was the OG and nobody could. They had to humble you in a sense and tell you, listen, this show can go on without you.
Yeah.
They're
Mm-hmm.
trying to show her that it can't. But I think she's arguing with the wrong people. If
I wouldn't even be talking to nobody. I'll just be crying my ass out like every day because I can imagine this has been a part of her life for so long.
13 years,
I
yeah.
can't like she probably like and even just not that, not just the fame of it all, and I know she got her boutiques and I know she got a lot of other little, some stuff that's going on as far as business wise, but just imagine the bills and stuff that she's created because of that franchise, knowing most of the time we don't like after like 3 or 4 years is when we start like, okay, I know this is set in stone now, so I'm gonna start, you know what I'm saying?
But that's where she fucked up because you got to remember them shows they'll swap you in and out if they want to change direction. And I just feel like she got so comfortable getting the millions every year from the show. She
Mm-hmm.
just and she can say and do what she want.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not like that no more. But sadly, this is like the seventh OG that they got rid of. And
Yeah.
3 of them left. So like I just feel bad because I feel like, yo, Real Housewives is her life. As much shit she used to talk about, she didn't
Yes.
all know she was gonna sign that contract if they ask her back.
Yes. I
She
just
didn't.
feel so bad because I
I
think
don't.
I know I think a lot of this I think she caused a lot of damage on her own, but I just think like it's like to me I've been waiting for this to happen for a while, but it's like wow, they really let her go. I just really didn't think that they would had the balls to even do it.
You remember she was off. She wasn't on there season 9 though.
I remember that. But I thought it
But
was like her. It was like, okay, I don't want to deal with it or whatever. It was just a negotiation problem as far as her pay or something like that.
she said they offered her. If you listen to the whole interview, they offered her 6 episodes to come.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically like your goodbye. But here's my thing. I
And
told
I
them
think it was like $20,000 an episode or something like that, or
she's so used
something.
to getting millions. She probably was disrespected.
Yes.
Listen, Shannon, at what job do you think you can walk off the job and expect them to offer you to come back?
No, no job. No
You
job.
slammed your laptop,
Mm,
the third part, and did not come back. We didn't see you.
no job.
Slammed your laptop and walked away. Did you think you was coming back? Like you walked off the job? Like what you mean?
Oh yeah, disrespect. I mean, that's your job. That's who pay you. I even tell anybody, I don't care what job you got. You got to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Unless you are willing to just walk away and not give a care about it, then you need to be respectful to the person.
You-
At least to the listen. If you're gonna be respectful to anybody in this world, at least be respectful to the motherfucker to sign your paycheck.
It's like, and then she said that reunion where they was tagging her. I'm like, what was different from that reunion and the rest of them? You always took on them by yourself. Like, what
I
was?
think she probably started feeling like I think she felt her power like slowly like dwindling away. People was challenging her on certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? She kind of wasn't the only it girl that everybody wanted to be around. Other girls
No
started.
more.
Yeah.
But
So
you know what? Do you watch Married to Medicine?
I don't.
They got rid of Mariah's the creator of the show
I know.
and offer her to come back. She's still gonna get paid as a creator, but
Mm-hmm.
and then Quad's not coming back either. They offer her a friend of the show.
Mm.
I don't think she's signed to be a friend of the show. But see, that's what Quad get to. Quad thought that she was the star of the show, and they
She
called.
did. Yep.
She thought she was the star, and you was on Sister Circle. And guess what? You had BCBG went bankrupt.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Circle got canceled, and you got offered a. That's how you got to humble yourself, because your word can come down just like.
You do. You really do. I don't understand the big head thing. Like I would rather walk around and be humble than to walk around with a big head thinking I'm better than anybody anyway. I don't get that attitude.
That's why Candy got so much more than them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay. Well, what's about to tell you? So last thing though, give me
Look, you
your.
heard I was like, yeah, yeah. Because I think on the low, Candy kind of got a big head too. I
I
think she knows she got a lot of money.
yeah, and
I mean, I know she know, but I think like she kind of rubbed it in the girl's face a little bit.
well, I think the only time I heard her say it was season 4. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what Marlo said. She said, "Look, let's not talk about no money." I said, "Oh, see."
Yeah, she do her little, but I don't mind a humble brag or here and there, it's all right, good.
She got a new steak restaurant coming on Camp Creek. It's
Oh,
called
really?
Blaze Steakhouse up behind her door. The Blaze Steak and something.
Okay, that's nice. And two things that if y'all want to look into it, I don't know. It's just topics that I just happened to see, but I didn't get to research them before we came online today.
Okay.
One, it was some breaking news. I think I saw this show up on Tommy Sotomayor's YouTube page, and it says something about Breonna Taylor's boyfriend stated that Breonna opened fire on the cops. That's one thing I want you guys to look into. We don't know, we haven't looked into it yet, so
Oh,
we'll
no, the
look
truth
into
or not?
more
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it. And then another thing is that Vanessa Bryant got a new law passed after those photos
Yeah.
and everything was taken at the crash site. So we're gonna look into that more, but I wanted to give you just let you guys know, just get y'all idea of the kind of stuff that we look into and how we end up looking into it. But we're gonna look into
Hey,
that some more and we'll follow up on
Shannon,
it next week.
right quick. Donna said facts. Candy is fake.
I listen, listen.
No,
I'm with her for real. Like it's
I
just
don't
like
think. I think Candy just know like.
I
No,
think she's smug. Like that's the
okay,
word.
there
If
you
I
go. Yeah.
yeah, uh
Look, they y'all mad about that little bit of ass money? I
huh.
get it. All right, but we got to wrap up in a minute. So give them your rundown on your page and stuff, Miss Goody
On
Two.
my rundown on my page, you can find me on Instagram at underscore Miss Goody Two Shoes. And you can also find me on YouTube at Miss Goody Two Shoes with no underscore. And just like I said, I always tell y'all every week, just type in Miss Goody and you'll see me pop up. And happy birthday to my mom again. I love you, Mom. You're the best mom in the world. I love you so much.
Happy birthday, Miss Lorraine. And our Juicy Talk Radio got deleted at 30K, so we did start a new one. We're almost at 4K now in 2 months. So thanks, guys, and make sure y'all follow that. And we'll be here next Sunday, the 11th. So make sure y'all tune.
Y'all know we'll be here between 7 and 7:30. Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye bye. See you guys next week.